What's wrong?
Seriously, you auto-updating now?
49 minutes.
How long till impact?
11 minutes and 44 seconds.
Microsoft!
Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and today we're going to talk about how Apex Legends is going to be working on that level cap increase and the prestige system, but how it's going to tie into a new perk system and also new legend classes getting added, as we haven't actually received any new classes, well, since the game actually came out. So we're going to cover all that and give out 45 bucks. All you got to do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill. But without further ado, let's talk about the new meta. So something that players have been asking for since around season 3 or 4 when the level cap was increased was, well, another level cap increase or something new to keep the progression of the game going, as a lot of players at this point have hit level 500. And for a long time, we didn't really get any word from Respawn on how it was going to change, although eventually they did finally say, yes, we are going to be adding in some kind of progression system for players to enjoy. However, we're not going to do a one-off where we just increase the cap. And most recently, someone who leaks did find data mine files showing that there are level 500 badges for each individual character, indicating that we are going to get some kind of progression system involving playing these characters so that we can max them out individually. But that's not the only thing that Respawn is planning to do to change the meta and the progression of each individual character. As we saw with Apex Legends Mobile, they do have a perk system, and a lot of players, myself, are a little jealous that they have this cool feature, yet we don't have it on the main game of Apex. Well, an inside source did let me know, and this is the same inside source who let me know that Armed and Dangerous was going to be the game mode in Season 13 on May 12th. But there is other good news, because we actually have a couple of limited time modes to keep the season pretty spicy. And one that is confirmed coming that I was told is Armed and Dangerous, which was actually then confirmed by Ezra in a tweet on June 1st. They've also let me know a ton of other stuff, such as the trailer song that was going to be used in Season 13 a week before it happened, and also the EA Creator Spotlight a week before it happened. But what they have let me know is that Apex Legends is going to be adding a couple of new classes for the current Legends. And while I don't have an exact number, I can tell you that it is more than 3. And there's a couple reasons that Respawn and Apex is going to be doing this. And the main focus is to actually rework a lot of Legends passives, but also create unique classes where they actually fit in. We actually only have 4 classes in Apex at this moment, and that's been the way it has been since the game launched. And while 4 classes worked very well for the 8 beginning Legends when the game came out, now that we're at 21 different Legends and Respawn isn't looking to take a break until Season 16 releasing Legends, it's time to diversify a bit. For example, in the offensive class, which is Assault, we actually have 11 Legends, which is half the roster, and some don't belong there. For instance, Fuse makes sense as an Assault-based character. The dude can literally fire grenades from his hands. However, you really have to wonder why Mirage is there, as he does decoys, which are very cool, but in no way is Mirage actually an Assault-based character. And then you have Octane, who well can move very fast and jump pad into enemies, would be much more classified as a movement-based character. And then you have the Recon Legends, which is actually pretty split when you look at their abilities. Pathfinder and Valkyrie, who are much more about movement, are completely different than the Recon Legends Bloodhound, Seer, and Crypto, who are all about tracking enemies. You also have defensive Legends, and while Caustic, Watson, Rampart all fit in this mold, Gibraltar is kind of this weird hybrid of almost every single class, and Newcastle, well, being able to put up walls is also in a weird spot because he basically has Lifeline's OG kit with his passive. And finally, we have Support, which has a laughable 2 Legends in it, hasn't seen any improvements since Season 5, in fact, has been de-improved on because Lifeline's kit has been completely neutered by the addition of Newcastle. And Loba technically wasn't neutered, but they still haven't fixed any of the bugs with her, so I guess she doesn't work either. So from what I've been told, Respawn is going to be adding these new classes to really further diversify the Legend pool and make Legends fit more uniquely in where they belong. There have actually been a ton of really cool fan concepts for what new classes could be, such as the Runner one, which actually makes a lot of sense to me, and this is for mobility Legends, and Pathfinder and Octane fit very well there. And this would actually allow Pathfinder to get an actual passive while allowing the Recon to scan beacons. Would he lose his OG passive? Yes, but I mean, you technically already lost it when every other Recon Legend could use it. And before you go ahead and say, well, Respawn would never implement anything that fans come up with, they've got their own team working on their own ideas. That's not necessarily 100% true, because there was actually a Reddit post where someone came up with the idea of survival items having different tiers. Now, we don't know that the OG survival items are going to be tiered, but we do know upcoming ones will be, such as the shield capacitor, which comes in small, medium, and large. Let me know down below, what kind of classes do you think would fit a lot of the Legends, and where do you see them going in the future of the game? And until next time, Legends, keep slaying the Outlands, and I'll see you out there.